We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. I'll ask for returns for you guys to smash that like button. And here we are with BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. And the stock continues to try to hold support here above 850s, trying to fight to get above 9. And it's in a dip area here on 42 vision, right? This is the rip area with bright green bars, which is extreme strength, and we hit white with red borders yesterday, which is the dip area of extreme weakness, and we hit it once again here, and we're ranging here in this area. But before we break it all down and we look at what 42 vision and our inflow versus outflow indicator is showing, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And as you see popping up here on the screen, these are some of the home runs I've mentioned this week so far. And as they're not guaranteed to be this way every single time, we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the stocks I mentioned this morning. Every single one of them gave jumps of 3 to 5%, 5 to 10% plus, but one of them turned out to be a home run, and that was HPCO. We caught this one in the pre-market sitting sideways, and towards the bell, it got a bull indicator. The inflows were crossed. They started to pull away from the midpoint with strength, full strength on 42 vision, and it gave a highest point of 40% plus, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. And as I stated earlier in the video, holding itself up at a key support level of 850 and trying to range between that area and 950. But we really want to see this try to get back above $10. I think that's going to be very important to start that staircase effect and trying to break through new resistance levels, right? But before getting there, there are some key levels to watch, and we're going to look at what inflow versus outflow is showing and our 42 vision indicators with the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. And slots are now open for those interested. Once again, check out that link down below to go ahead and learn more. We look forward to having you join us. So BBBY here, Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. It's under a bear indicator, and it went ahead and crossed these outflows, guys. Those outflows started to dominate. The midpoint got crossed, and it's been rejecting for the last several days, right when it gets close to it or even when it's below it. And in yesterday's video, I talked about how we were watching if it was going to reject to the downside or try to break through it based off the 30-minute. And as you see, it rejected it, pulled downwards in the pre-market, stayed red, and the stock slowly continued to go back down. Now it's holding itself up above 850, and the low from yesterday is 815, but we're above 850, a key support of possible strength to try to bounce back up towards 9, right? So we want to see this actually go ahead and cross the midpoint again on these inflows so they could start dominating. That's going to be very important. The last time that happened was back here on August 25th. You could see that point when it crossed it, stayed above it, took off, and you could see the bull indicator and full movement here and transitions with strength on 42 vision, right? That's the whole goal with it, to give us that edge and clarity over the charts. And that's what we're looking for here. And it did not happen from yesterday to today, even when it was really close to it. That's another thing too. No matter how close it is to it, if it rejects it, it shows us when the weakness is starting to dominate again, like it happened today. But that's where supports and resistance matter, right? So we want to see this bear indicator get canceled out by a possible bull indicator to the upside. We want these inflows to cross the midpoint on the 30-minute and on the 15 minute. You could see there again how I got close to it every single time, stayed below it. But the one thing that's holding this up from completely collapsing to the downside below $8 is the fact that these inflows are fighting, right? The bulls and bears are holding this back and forth. Bears are dominating because we are under a bear indicator. And on top of that, ever since the outflows got crossed and they tried coming back up and got crossed again yesterday, and they've been held below it all this time, the bears are holding down the stock from possible uptrend or upward movements. But it hasn't completely collapsed because the bulls keep reappearing, trying to buy up the dip. You could see those inflows 3 times today, but not enough to cross the midpoint back up. On the 15 minute within the volatility, I'm going to be watching that as well. We want the 30 minute to go ahead and cross over, but the 4 hour is going to be even more important because in the bigger picture, we did cross these outflows yesterday. We got that bear indicator and things have picked up to the downside from $12 back down towards the 8s. And a key support here is $8.50, guys. We're above it. We're not below it yet, but you could see how these outflows on the 4 hour continue to be straight down. We want this to kind of level off or try to switch from red back to green. Even if it doesn't cross the midpoint, we just want some momentum to pick up like it did back here, right? Not guaranteed to move exactly the same like this or actually have that type of strength, but we want to see some change here, not the outflows continuing to dominate in the bigger picture. And that's based off the 4 hour. On the 1 day, same thing. We're still above though, right? That's why this stock has not completely collapsed. We're still above the midpoint, but outflows have dominated for the last several days and weeks. And you could see how outflows picked up here again, but we're still above the midpoint. And that's that drop from $12, $15 range all the way down towards $8. We need this to level off, try to bring itself back up and not cross that midpoint. If that midpoint gets crossed on the 1 day, things could accelerate to the downside even more. I'm going to be watching that as well to show us where things are trying to find support, or is this going to be the support here above $8, above $8.50? And if it does turn into support, the first resistance level is $9.30, and then above that is $10. Like I stated earlier in the video, we want to see that get crossed. We want this bear indicator to get canceled, bull indicator in the process, and cross the midpoint, and those inflows starting to pick up with momentum. And if $10 gets crossed, the next resistance is $11.30. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. And thank you guys so much. And let's make some money.